Well, hello there. Hey, you guys. I am going to continually be making videos, and I am going to continually be talking about what I talk about. Sometimes it's pimps. Matter of fact, tonight I'm gonna be talking about some pimp shit. But what I'm really doing is I'm trying to prepare you. I'm trying to prepare you. I'm trying to prepare you. You might not believe it right now, but you just stay woke. Don't go to sleep. You'll see. You'll thank me later. You see, I'm getting my shit together. It's starting to look good. Before I really get started, let me drink some water because I already see I'm about to get the hiccups. Believe me, I'm finna kick it. Listen, some of you cats out there, oh god, fucking fly, I hate flies. Some of you cats out there, you don't believe or you don't accept what I be saying. And that's all right. I mean, shit, man. You don't have to accept what I be saying. It's wise too, but maybe you need to see something else. You know, you don't have to accept shit until you're ready to accept it. But I'm just seriously trying to prepare you for your later years. Now, I'm speaking to you pimp motherfuckers now. And like I say, let me just put this disclaimer out here. Don't be mad at me because I got hella game. I was a motherfucking pimp and I pimped like a motherfucker, but I ain't no pimp now. I ain't even trying to pimp. If I haven't found what I was looking for in them streets by now, I just ain't gonna find it. But of course, I found what I was looking for. I've been gone. I been out of there. So, don't get me wrong. I really admire you motherfuckers that ain't thinking about tomorrow. Because you gotta be that way. If you want to get some money and you want to really do something that's gonna last through time, you can't be caring about shit. I admire you. Because unless you silly, you believe in what you're doing 110%. That's admirable. Just fucking admirable. Believing in the game you chose to live. Excuse me. Where do I begin with this? See, I was like that too. I knew I would never get too old for this motherfucking penny. I just had too much goddamn game, too much to say to a bitch. Anytime the bitch looking at me, I got something to say to the motherfucker. I'm asking when she got something to answer. I'm gonna have that motherfucking bitch looking at me because she's wondering what I'm gonna tell her again. And when I tell her whatever the fuck I tell her, the bitch gonna be able to understand one thing. And that's that I believe in Rosebud. See, and she's gonna understand that. See, I was a young man when I made the decision that I'm not giving a fuck. I wasn't no pimp. I was a young motherfucker out there selling shit. And I made my mind up, man. They gonna have to take me out. I ain't getting a fuck. Ain't nobody fucking with, I'm just talking to myself like that. And after years out there and then going into the game and shit, see, God was good to me and he blessed me to live and grow older. And as I did grow older, I began to realize, and this is something you're going to realize, but you got to be in the game 10, 15 years before you start realizing this. But you're going to realize that there's young pimps coming out every month, every week. Young pimps coming out every week. Now these motherfuckers gonna be able to run faster than you. Them motherfuckers gonna be able to stay up longer than you. And them motherfuckers ain't gonna give a fuck more than you. And you're gonna have to realize that. I learned as the years went by, and hopefully you gonna learn this too. I learned that I don't give a fuck. You know, that attitude diminishes. Every year, it diminishes. After 10 years in, it diminishes a little every year. And soon, you'll start seeing just how much you do give a fuck. This is when the transformation actually comes. You haven't been in the game long enough to get out, but you've been in there long enough to realize just how much you do care about what the fuck is going on. Not with the world, just your world. You care about that. For years, you didn't give a fuck about your world because fuck it. But see, now you didn't survive. You know, now you didn't moved around using game, and your ass is mellowing now. So you got to think mellow. See, believe me, I don't want any of you motherfuckers not to trust your game. Not, you have to trust your game to take you all the way. But in the process of you getting where you're trying to go, just make sure you smart and you put some money away. Just put some of that whole dough away. Now, I'm telling you this shit and I'm serious. Unless you die, you're gonna get old. There's no way around it. If you fucking live, you are gonna get this shit. You are. It's just the way it is. And whether you want to believe it or not, one day you're gonna see you're getting old. And you go look in the mirror and smile, just like I'm doing now. Because that's all you can do is smile, because it's gonna sneak up on you. But in the process of it sneaking up on you, if you've been doing some things, you know, when you're 25, when you whatever, you know, when you're 30, you know, now you're 36, you know, if you're doing things, not just pimping, I'm telling you, you're pimping with a purpose, other than you finna make, because that's the only real purpose. You pimp to make a mark on the game. But you can, especially since you're so sharp, just remember what I'm telling you, because this, what I'm telling you, does not mean that you're gonna get so old and you're gonna be so out of it that you can't, you know, still be alive, motherfucker. Because look at me, I'm 65. My birthday coming up too, you guys. I'm 65. And shit, I know I'm still a motherfucker. So this is not, I'm not telling you to quit trying to be or quit wanting to be a motherfucker. This shit that I'm telling you just means that you're going to be alive, motherfucker, with a planned retirement, as every other motherfucker do. They just ain't live. You know, they work all their lives to do whatever they do. They 401k or IRA or whatever plan. You know, we in the streets. And we got the same shit. We just got to play our hand. We don't do that shit to entice us to get out the game. Otherwise, your 401k growing big. Hey, you might have $1 million on there if you do the right thing. You don't don't want that so it can entice you out the game. You just want that so when you do decide to get out the game, you ain't got to be hustling. That's all you're doing. Because when you get out of the game, you want to and enjoy your fucking life. That's all I'm talking about, fellas. Enjoy your life. Because you just have to remember, you're not actually doing anything other than preparing yourself for when you get my age. This is something you cannot see right now. Even if you got a dad or a granddad old as me, you just can't see yourself sitting here, you know, but it's gonna happen. And I want you to get the best out of it. So, you know, I ain't gonna never turn my back on this pimping. You know I'm not a pimp. I ain't no practicing goddamn pimp. I ain't doing that shit. You know, but times have changed, and we old school motherfuckers, we already know what you young motherfuckers is about to learn. And I'm just trying to give you a heads up, man. And I was gonna go, but it's something else. You young motherfuckers don't have to do what I say. I mean, I say this, I say that. You don't have to do it. But store the shit in your mind. Store it in the back of your mind. I don't care. Just store it. Store it somewhere that you can recall it. Somewhere you call it in the future. Anything could happen. Then you might need to remember some shit I done said to you tonight. So you want it in your mind, so learn what I'm telling you. And decide not to do it if that's the case. But it's in your head. Because see, just like you and the 25-year-old motherfuckers, there is a motherfucker out there that's on the fence. And he's on the fence of what I'm talking about. He's not sure if he should do this shit the way he's been doing it or not. He's not sure if he should do this or that with his money. But I'll bet if he's listening or accepting, you know, what he's hearing from me, I'll bet that motherfucker is going to figure out where to go if he hasn't already done it. Because unlike you motherfuckers that's been in the game 2 or 3 years, this motherfucker is already, you know, put in, you know, 20, 25 years or more. And he's beginning to see exactly what I'm talking about. He's beginning to see exactly why it's important to do what I'm talking about. See, now, by no means am I suggesting for you to cut back or settle down at this point in your lives. I'm not saying any of that. If I was saying some shit like that, I'm sure. If I was saying some goddamn shit like that, I'm sure when you see me walking and in the crosswalk, crossing the street, you try to rub my motherfucking ass over with the quick. Because I'm not trying to tell you to quit. I'm trying to tell you to be smart as a motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you, go hard like you going. Go hard. Just have a bigger purpose. You're making a lot of money. You know, I know, I'll be honest. I know I wouldn't have to be doing all this goddamn hustling that I'm doing if I would have did what I'm telling you to do. You know, if I'd have thought like I'm telling you right now to think or start thinking, see, I wouldn't be able to do this goddamn lesson. I'd be doing like really what I want to do. That's just chillaxing for the world. The second part for me. See, if I would have had somebody forcing me to see myself at 60 or 70 years old, I would have seen things differently. Now, you may or may not be able to imagine yourself 60 years old. Just take for granted you're not going to die. Can you do that? You might not be able to see yourself 60 years old. I understand you 25-year-old motherfucker. Just take for granted that you're not going to die or get killed or murdered or any of that bullshit. And since you're smart, then you know that it's possible for you not to get killed. Otherwise, you may live to be 60 years old. Just put some money away. Just put some money away, man. It ain't no big deal, man. Just put some fucking money away. Do your motherfucking thing out there, however you want to do it, but just put some money away. See, because what I'm saying is this: I wouldn't have to be doing all these videos and all that shit if I didn't put no money away, none. I got money now because I done remade it. But I should have had hella big fucking buckets full of money. I should have had. But I didn't. I didn't do what I'm asking you to do. Use this. I always tell people, when they post, I say, man, I ain't no 60-year-old motherfucker talking about having those, but I know this. To an 80-year-old motherfucking trick, a fucking 55-year-old bitch is a young motherfucker. This gang is how you gotta see shit, man. Because if you see it where you can lose, then what you gonna do? Gonna lose. You got of winning. Hey, check me out Sundays at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Thursdays at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Matter of fact, tomorrow, get with me. I got hella shit to talk about. I think I got another video in me tonight. I might not. I might. But, you know, get with me. Don't just listen to my shit. And all you motherfuckers that's going to be qualified, you're going to love the group.